Hello, welcome to Airing Out. I'm Josh.
And I'm Jonah.
And this is Jerry, and today we're talking about Jerry's favorite movie. It's the only movie that he really feels like he fits in.
Yes.
Monsters University.
I'm not sure if they would have guessed that from your introduction.
No, that's why I said it.
They might have gone with like Paddington or something.
Oh, Paddington is cliche. Bears don't want to watch other bears. They want to watch something
Oh.
it's like how we enjoy The Lion King.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Jerry
So
enjoys
don't
Monsters,
judge a book
Inc.
by its cover.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
he might
It's
be
what you
bare
feel on
from
the
the
inside.
outside, but really he's just like a monster.
Yeah. Okay.
He's
Yeah.
like Godzilla. Monster.
Right. I was more thinking Kong versus Godzilla, which is coming out in 2022 now, I think.
Oh, yikes.
Yeah.
Is that a film you want to watch?
No.
Nope.
I have seen both Kong and Godzilla, though.
No.
Anyways. Did the new one come out? There is a new Godzilla film. I missed one. Anyway,
I think so.
not important. I
Exactly.
have seen all the Monsters Inc. and Monsters Uni film, which we're going to be talking about Monsters University, the prequel.
There's only those two, though.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. But we're only
That's all
talking
of them.
about... Yeah. I was like, that sounds like there are hideous amounts of monsters films. No, there's Monsters Inc.
You can
and
tell it's
Monsters
late.
Uni. And we have watched Monsters Uni
Recently.
yesterday. Yeah. And... Yeah.
Let's talk about that.
It was my first time that I've seen that. I've seen Monsters Inc. as a child. So,
Of course.
And that's basically when it
I
came
was
out and
a
stuff.
big fan of Monsters Inc. as a kid. I had the Sully onesie
Wow.
with the tail.
Wow.
It was so cool.
Wow.
It was really soft as well. I loved it.
I mean, I was a big fan of the film as well, but not to any
I love
much
Monsters Inc.
extent.
You knew that though, because it came up in our 30 days of movie thing.
Yes.
That was my.
But like for the camera, I'm just like,
wow.
I gotta react.
Oh wow, you're faking it.
No,
You're such an actor.
I wasn't faking it.
I love
and they
it.
still think it's crazy.
He had like a massive tail. I was like, yeah, and like little
Did you also
Points
like
at the
go
back.
around scaring people?
Oh, that was really cute. As a child, yeah. I know, hard to believe. But yeah, no, big fan. But you were not a merch fan of.
No,
That's a shame.
I just enjoyed the movie,
I had little.
and I
floating
also
bath toys
enjoyed
as well.
Monsters University.
I really liked Monsters University.
I think, I mean, it's a bit of a problem because I haven't seen Monsters Inc. in so long.
Yeah, it
But
is a
I
prequel,
think
though.
I would enjoy that more, or like have at least at the time.
Yeah,
Monsters University is, I mean, a good film, and
Really
it
good.
has good funny moments.
yeah. I think actually, so we will start by saying start at 2 minutes in or whatever.
Sure.
But if you haven't watched this film
Mm-hmm.
and you want our quick TLDR take,
Mm.
which is too long, didn't read, then go watch this movie. It's a really good like university film. It's essentially what it is. Like it is like a
Yeah.
college student film, but set in the Monsters universe.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's hilarious. The character moments are brilliant.
Mm-hmm.
If you're one of those people that grew up with it and you kind of avoided it because there's a lot like Finding Dory is meh, Toy Story 4 is not as good as Toy Story 3, whichever ones they've added sequels to these days.
Yeah.
They're all crap, but like this, I think is really good. It holds the same
Yeah.
love that
Oh,
Monsters
absolutely.
Inc. has.
I think you can also, like, I don't know if it's like a tell, but since I think they didn't come out right after another, like there was a little bit of time.
years.
Yeah.
Yeah, decades.
Decades. Really? That
Yeah,
much
yeah,
time?
yeah, yeah.
Damn. Okay, well, I mean, then it is... Yeah, I don't know. That definitely shows that they have put a lot of thought into it, and it was maybe slightly driven by money in the end, but
I
then
don't
it's
think
like...
it doesn't feel like a cash grab.
It doesn't feel like it.
No.
And I mean, it's the same with The Incredibles, where it was like... It wasn't necessarily cash grab, but it was like everyone was kind of waiting for it.
See, I missed Incredibles 2. I wasn't. It felt, I don't know, too much of that marketing hype. I was like, I don't want to.
I have to say, I think I enjoy Monsters University more than Incredibles 2.
Okay, that's good. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, so I really enjoy how it is basically. I mean, that's how I felt going to uni. You know, it doesn't matter how you are. So we see Mike when he's in school.
Mm-hmm.
And he's definitely not the cool kid.
He's not the cool kid.
And I've actually, funniest line in the film by far is when he's like with his teacher. He's like, "Come on, Karen, we're falling behind." "Oh, that's okay. Please don't call me Karen."
Yeah.
Just like
actually-
dead. I was
yeah.
Um,
Karen is a funny one.
but I think like you go to uni and there is that opportunity to blend in with any crowd you want.
Yeah.
So we see like Randall, who's definitely a geeky and nerdy, and he's making cupcakes and stuff. But then he gets in with the cool kids, you know.
And it changes him.
Yeah, and
big
Mike
time.
ends up being the cool person in his crowd.
Mm-hmm.
And like I think it does show that there is this opportunity to be who you want to be and really be yourself.
And be basically the cool person, but yourself is
be yourself because you're cool. And it goes through like there's so many bits, and some of the moments are a tad cliche.
Mm-hmm.
And that you're like, oh, okay, I've seen this before in other movies.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think I've seen a film where like they're all pulled together without some weird subplot where you're just like...
Yeah, no, definitely it comes together very smoothly.
Yeah.
I think it's like, there are some things that are predictable in the sense of like,
definitely.
We all need to use our skills in order to succeed. Like, we need to work together as a team to succeed. Yes, obviously. And that might just be like the kids' film that it is. But I don't think that is something that makes me not want to watch it in the end.
No, it's very enjoyable. I mean, we're both adults now.
Yeah.
But like, I think the only really predictable one was the guy with multiple eyes who's really silent.
Uh-huh.
And he's like, oh, he goes anywhere. But they, like, pretty much the second challenge, his skill is out the way, and that's kind of, like, done.
Uh-huh, yeah.
And then they don't really, like, bring that back again, so it's fine. Like, that's the super obvious one. And then the rest are kind of developed as they go. The jokes land for adults, and I'm sure the stuff that kids find funny that we didn't.
Surely, yeah.
I don't know.
Absolutely.
But I think, like...
that's such a hard thing to do.
Yeah.
To create a film that's funny for kids and for adults.
I mean, I laughed more than I do for most films. In this, yeah. I think I mean it's funny, it's really heartfelt. I think stuff like Pitch Perfect always loses me because that's not what college or uni is like at all. Even in, I mean, heck, you're in an a cappella society.
Maybe in the US it is. I don't know.
Sure, but then this film is also like made in America.
Yeah.
I think it's much more relatable. I think just because it's in a monsters world, so they're doing this scare competition, which obviously doesn't exist.
Yeah.
So because it's that removal from reality, the like general topic isn't real, but the moments they're having are. Whereas for me, like stuff like Pitch Perfect, there's always that bit where you're like, I don't know, like this just isn't this. Yeah, it doesn't feel real, and then I kind of lose touch with the characters. Same with 21 Jump Street, which is technically a high school kids film. Yeah. And 22, where it's college, and you're just like,
I haven't seen that.
You know, it's the same as the first one.
Yeah, no, that's what I was like.
Oh no, the first one's way better, but it is just like.
Oh no, I haven't seen it.
There's just a disconnect between.
Yeah. No, you can tell like this is a fantasy world of.
Yeah.
What someone might think it is like. No, I think it's. I mean, in terms of university, it's a bit weird that they have such separate classes, and like, if you're there, if you're a scare, you're a scare.
Yeah.
And if you're studying,
if you're like a medicine student in Glasgow, where we are, you'll feel like that.
Probably. Yeah.
You got your own building, your own societies, even.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair enough.
I think it depends what you do. I think I really like how they get kicked out of the school in the end. So even though they manage to do something incredible, they're like
consequences. You're
like, yeah, okay, no one's done this before. You're like, you scared adults and multiple adults, you know, wow. But we can't have you in the school. I think that's really nice because it would have been so easy to be like, oh yeah, you both forget in the scare school, then you go to Monsters Inc. and that's you.
Yeah.
Whereas they have that tiny hint of like, you're always hired in the mailroom, and you're like, okay, no, we know they don't end up there. And then they do end up there, and then they have you see like in the credits scene the really nice photo journey of their time through.
Yeah.
I think that's nice. It's unexpected.
No, absolutely, because it's not like it doesn't really end where the next film starts, and also nowhere close to. Basically.
No, yeah,
you just have it in the credits, and I mean that's very fair because it isn't like romanticized. It's not a romanticized ending of like, oh yeah. Happy-go-lucky and everything's golden.
Yeah.
They do face the consequences of their actions, and especially for a kids movie, like I think it would be very interesting to be like, yeah, they end up in a good place, but they had to somewhat pay the price.
Yeah, no, like, they find actually it's hard work that gets them there, not cheating and not kind of lying about their abilities either. Like Mike isn't scary.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like it doesn't matter how hard you want it. Like he doesn't end up a scarer. We know that from the film.
But he has other talents.
But he has other talents which lend themselves to, you know, teaching the scarers and being the buddy for Sully
being
in
the
the
one
next
that
film.
sets up the scare.
Yeah, and
I think that's very cool.
I really like it. I like to see their friendship grow. You know, there's lots of nice wee things. It's like, the person behind the store is gonna be your best mate, and then it's Randall, and you're like, oh.
Oh yeah.
But no, there's lots of nice payoffs, and it's their friendship feels natural.
Yeah.
I think that's
I
one of the
mean,
main
sure,
things.
there's some heightened things just to make it more dramatic, but I really like the moment they have in the human world by the lake, and he's like,
We should cover it. The animation is incredible, especially in the human world. Like, they definitely like polish things up a bit in
Yeah.
the monster world, and then it all just feels very gritty. And there's parts where you're like, is this filmed? Like, did they film it and CG over it? Like, it's incredible. But yeah, anyway,
I guess because it's dark, it makes it a little bit easier.
I don't know. Like, it's
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, but it's such a beautiful moment of like, why are you saying this now, or why are you telling me this now? And he says, because we weren't friends before. Yeah, that's a bit of a like, aw.
It's
because,
nice,
like,
but
they
it's
are
so true
friends
as well because
now.
people have insecurities that they don't talk about.
Oh yeah.
And like, it makes sense because if you're the cool kid and you've got this perfect like birthright almost
Yeah.
for this job,
Yeah.
you're not gonna come out with your insecurities
Yeah.
until you actually know someone. So I think that's
Yeah.
it's good, and it's good for kids to learn as well that people will have stuff they don't talk about.
Yeah.
So I think
and even if you have some privilege just by nature, by birth
yeah.
or whatever, doesn't mean that person doesn't have any issues.
oh,
You
100%,
know,
yeah.
that's, and I think that can be very hard if you're like, yeah, I don't want to complain about these things because I feel like it's not my place to complain. Is very dangerous. Can
Yeah.
be very dangerous.
Yeah.
To eat that, yeah,
But no, I think
internalize it.
brilliant movie. Good for
Mhm.
kids. Lots of good life lessons to learn ahead of time, and
Yeah.
good for people that grew up with the original in that it perfectly. I mean, when it came out, it was timed perfectly for when we were leaving school.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Yeah, you said you watched it like right before coming to uni,
Yeah.
or like right
yeah,
after.
yeah. Right after leaving school, and I was like, wow. Yeah, like
Ah,
Oof.
cool.
timed well. In the same way that Toy Story 3 came out right as I was throwing away my toys and was like,
Oh, no.
I mean, yeah, tears were flowing.
Really?
I saw a thing the other day. It was like Toy Story 3 should have ended with as like they're going towards the incinerator, just
Aw.
fades to black, and then You Had a Friend in Me starts playing. I was like, oh my god.
That would have broken so many hearts.
Well, it broke hearts anyway.
Had a friend
He gave
in
away
me.
the toys.
Yeah.
Oh, but no,
I mean, yeah.
I really like the Monsters University. I think it's a great film, and it always puts a smile on my face because even though stuff goes so wrong for them in school, they end up in the right place. It's funny, the jokes land, the characters are good,
Mm.
and yeah, it's an interesting discussion on.
I
university life.
also like that, like the antagonist of the dean, whatever her name is,
Dean Hardscrabble.
Hardscrabble, Hardscrabble or Hart?
Hardscrabble. I'm not sure.
Probably Hart.
Hardscrabble makes more sense.
Yeah.
Maybe she's really good at Scrabble. Hardscrabble.
Yeah. But no,
She's terrifying.
I mean, she's like a scary character, but she's not mean for the sake of being mean. Like, she
No, not at all. Yeah.
is steadfast and she has her rules, but I think everything she does and says is just like, yeah, I'm totally on board with what she does and how she handles
Yeah,
the
100%.
situations, because that's, as a person of authority and in charge and stuff, and guiding students, whatever, I would also do these things, and I like that. So it's not just she's an evil
I had a teacher
headmaster or whatever.
just like that, like Spitting Image looked the same, acted the same, everything. Like with
Oh,
the long neck, the really tight lips.
We're
My primary 6 teacher, and like
not gonna name names.
Miss McAndrew. Hello.
Wow.
I
Yeah,
mean-
she just did. Yeah. Okay.
She was old.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if you're definitely not watching these videos. If you are, hello. You were one of my favorite English teachers ever.
Okay.
No, she was
redeemed yourself.
brilliant.
Okay.
She was brilliant.
Okay.
But like very much Spitting Image to the point where I'm looking at it, I'm like, did they use her as a reference? Like, really? But like the same thing, like
She did
stuck
have an
by
oath,
the
though.
rules and like, you
Yeah.
know, was stickler for them, but you ended up learning a ton.
I absolutely would prefer that in any teacher to be like, yes, I know exactly what I'm at, because
Yeah.
you are you have a very clear set of rules. That's no BS, you know, and so you know exactly what you're getting.
Yeah,
and that's very cool. And I mean, it also works for the monsters in the film because
yeah.
they can trust.
But
her
no,
to
I think
go in.
hopefully Jerry isn't inspired and he stays cute and cuddly.
Yes,
If he ends up a monster, I'll be quite sad.
maybe he's gonna like start rolling around on the floor and like scratching tables and
Hopefully not. It's
stuff.
gonna cost
I
a
don't know.
fortune. Anyway,
He doesn't have claws.
We will leave you there.
He's very fluffy,
He's so soft.
soft
Yes.
pod.
Maybe he'll get a rant soon.
Maybe.
Maybe.
I don't know if he
We'll
has something
see.
to rant about. We'll definitely let him.
Let us know below if it was something we can rant about.
Yeah,
The money grabbing of Disney and their remakes.
exactly.
And re-sequels for no reason.
And if you also like The Incredibles 2 more than Monsters University, then you can tell me that I can
Take a hike.
jog on.
What's that from?
Hot Fuzz.
Yeah, I remember. Did I do that on camera? I did, didn't I?
Yeah.
Nice. Bye!